Hello and welcome to another episode of A Gay in the Life.
I'm Blake.
I'm Garrett.
And today we have a very special host who comes from Japan, Kazuki Hata.
Hello.
How are you, Kazuki?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Where did you grow up in Japan?
So I grew up in southwest of Japan, so it's like about 2 hours flight from Tokyo.
Okay.
And my hometown is called Kusu, which is like only like 15,000 people residents. So it's really small like town.
What's like the industry there? What do people do there for work? Is it a farming place, fishing?
Mostly like people have their own farms, like agriculture is probably the main part. And many people like work in like there are some factories, so that some people work in the factories, and that's about it.
And so for the community there, do you have like a large LGBTQ plus population there, or is it pretty small?
I actually haven't seen any like LGBTQ person in my hometown at all.
Wow.
So it's like I guess it's really a traditional Japanese like town, small town.
Yeah. And too, so I mean, Japanese culture right now is very much rooted in tradition and the family, right? So usually, you have a mother and a father, and then you have children, and a lot of emphasis is usually put on sons in the family. Is that right?
Yes.
So what does that look like for people who people who might end up being gay or bi or queer and who come out?
For me, like it was really hard because I'm actually the firstborn boy in the family.
Mm-hmm.
So like especially my grandparents, they expect me to marry a Japanese woman. So
right.
That's really like the traditional like cultural like view. But my mom is like still like open-minded, so like she didn't like she wasn't like stick to the traditional. I think like for many people there it's still a struggle. Like people expect people like firstborn boy to like marry Japanese woman and then like stay in a home for like working for work.
Okay.
And have you been able to talk to your family about being gay?
Yes, I came out to my older sister first, and then later on I came out to my mom.
And how did that go? How did it go with your family?
So like my sister, she was obviously like surprised, but like she was sort of also like jokingly like said like, are you like Freddie Mercury or something, like like she was like, joking first. And then but after that like she's been just supporting me. Like she often asks me about me and my boyfriend.
Aww.
So you have a boyfriend now, right? And is your boyfriend American?
He's actually from Lebanon in the Middle East.
That's where his family's from, Lebanon too.
Yeah, my dad's side is Lebanese, yeah.
Lebanese guys are the hottest guys, I think. Where did you guys meet?
So we met in Tokyo because he just finished his master in Japan. So and he's gonna be start working in Japan from next year April.
Oh, great.
Oh, cool. So do you have any LGBT influences when you were growing up, from icons that got you excited or made you have hope?
Like growing up, I always like watched the Disney channels, like channel movies, and also like I like started listening to like Justin Bieber songs and also like One Direction songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always loved Zayn Malik from One Direction.
Okay.
He was like my like celebrity crush.
Are there many LGBTQ celebrities in Japan on TV or in movies or anything like that?
Yeah, but it wasn't like like a drag queen. Like it wasn't, the TV show wasn't just for drag queen. It wasn't normal Japanese like comedy shows, but they're on the TV.
Okay, interesting. One thing that I saw that was very interesting when I was kind of doing a little bit of research was that same-sex marriage is still not legal in Japan, correct? So
Yes, no.
yeah, so I saw that in order to kind of get around some of the laws there, a lot of queer couples have to get really creative. And one thing that's kind of popular that people do is that if there is a queer couple, the older person in the couple will adopt the younger person. And the reason that they do that is because they can still then have all of the same rights of being a family, you know. So if one of them gets admitted to the hospital and only family members can come, well, the person who's adopted, you know, is related to them. Have you heard of that at all, or do you know anyone who's done that?
I have heard of it like just on from the internet, but I haven't seen like anyone like actually do it before.
Have you heard anything about you know, gay rights or queer rights as far as same-sex marriages? Is there anything going on in politics there?
So actually last year on February 14th, like some politicians who also like identify as LGBTQ sued like the government like for the same-sex marriage, but then like the government just they said that like if Japan legalizes same-sex marriage, that's gonna destroy the culture of like Japanese family.
Yeah, that's what happened
structure
here.
And so how does that make you feel? Do you feel like you are able to have a future in Japan? Do you feel like you would want to have a family there? Do you have hope that you could one day, or does it feel like you have to go somewhere else to have that dream?
So for me, like I really hope like in the near future Japan will like legalize same-sex marriage. But so far, like I like, you know, just looking at the people, like politicians or government, I probably like not gonna do it.
Okay.
So
right,
like if I want to get married, I probably have to move to a different country.
You know, I read something that I thought was kind of interesting, that a lot of people in Japan who are more traditional, they kind of say that coming out is kind of a very selfish thing to do because it is a very individual thing. And in Japan, I know that a lot of the culture anyway is about keeping harmony and thinking about the group more so than it is in a Western country. What does it feel like being a part of a culture that really does not stress individualism? Because here, you know, in the United States,
it's all about individuality and being a strong individual.
I think like because I had an opportunity to study in the US. Also, like the first time I came here was like when I was young, but I also had a opportunity to study in the US when I was in junior high. That was only for a month, and since then, like I started to see the good side of individualism and when I went back to Japan, because it was sort of kind of hard to adjust myself be in a group.
Yeah,
because I have to like follow. I have to have a like same idea with like with others, and that's not like it's not unique at all. And if I have a like sort of a unique idea, people see it like not who have like, original idea sort of like, weird.
Yeah, I think, you know, from what I've seen, it seems like expressing individual ideas or unique ideas can sometimes be seen as arrogant, right? Yeah. So it's more of kind of don't go against the grain and do your own thing. It's more kind of, you know, you need to be contribute to the collective, the whole group, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like as you've gotten older, the visibility or representation of the queer community has gotten better?
In Japan, I think like right now, like definitely it's getting better because there has been actually there was a TV show which you know the story was about like LGBTQ people, like it was like a gay love, like, you know, boys love TV show, and there has been like some anime which depicts like boys love. So it's definitely getting better, but it's not enough.
Well, we're also really excited. So we're supposed to be getting, well, hopefully we're getting married next year, depending on coronavirus and all that. And we really want to go to Japan for our honeymoon.
So just kind of like in New York, how they would have like Hell's Kitchen or certain places where more queer people generally live. Is there any communities like that within Tokyo that you can tell us about?
There is a district called Shinjuku Nichome. So that's like the gay district in Tokyo.
And what kind of things can people find there?
There's like I've been there a few times, but there is like only like in gay bars or gay clubs.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's much. And there is sometimes like there you can find like sex shops.
Yeah.
It's really common in Japan.
And so are those communities safe, or would you say they're policed more?
Oh, it's definitely safe.
Okay.
Like I've never like been in danger being there, so it's really
Good.
safe.
What is it like for transgender people in Japan? Because from what I've read about it, being transgender is viewed by the government as almost like a mental disorder.
There has been like so many movements for transgender to protect them, but still, like the word disable it's like still a word, and then like the government is not like trying to move to change the word. So there has been like so few movements, but it's not like progressive.
So there are no laws or anything protecting transgender people in Japan right now. If anything, it seems like they're kind of
unsafe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not unsafe, but yeah, it's I mean, I guess it is unsafe.
Unsafe, unsupported. But
yeah.
Does your family know that you're in a relationship, and do they support you wanting to get married and have a family one day?
So my family knows I'm in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
but when I talk to my mom, I just refer my boyfriend as friend, because that might upset her.
Mm.
So but
Right.
I also don't like calling my boyfriend as friend, when I'm talking with my mom. So
Yeah.
that's like I have to sort of change, but also it's hard to change because I'm really close to with my mom. But my sister's really older sister's really help supporting me and helpful. And so I hope in the future I wanted to get married and hopefully have a adopt kids. I love kids, so
Yeah,
Aw.
that's awesome.
Thank you all for joining us this week on A Gay in the Life.
We have new videos that post every Thursday, and we hope to see you back here soon.
A major thank you to Kazuki.
Yes, amazing. Thank you, Kazuki.
thank you.
You being able to talk about your story and speak to other people will help those people too. So I think that's very important.
Visibility is activism, and you just sharing your story is going to help people.